Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to take a look at the Dirty Tree Boost Pedal by Pepers Pedals. Just in case you're not aware, the Dirty Tree by Pepers is a very popular boost pedal these days. In the past months or year or so, Tony, the creator of this pedal, has sold many of these, and a lot of YouTubers have been really hyping this pedal up as well. But is it really worth the hype? Let's find out. So what is this pedal exactly and what does it do? Well, it's essentially a simple boost pedal with two modes that are based on two very legendary boost pedals. I'm talking about the TC Electronics integrated preamp, which was famously used by Meshuggah back in the day, and the 1433, the signature boost pedal from Frederick Thorndahl, also from Meshuggah, of course. So one might say that this is the ultimate Meshuggah boost pedal. Now, I think that the TC Electronics integrated preamp is pretty rare these days, so it's not easy to come by. And the 1433 isn't exactly a cheap pedal. So the Dirty Tree basically brings both those pedals together in this one simple package, and also for a good price. And like I said, the controls on this pedal are very simple. We have a mode switch that lets you either select the TC or DT mode, a level control to boost the signal essentially, and a high and low control. And these controls do allow for some nice tweaking and nice tone shaping. Boosting the level can add gain, of course. Boosting the highs can add aggression and clarity. And lowering the lows will make your sound much more tight. Putting the pedal to the DT mode basically bypasses the high and low controls and sets it to an internal preset setting that sounds similar to the 1433, which essentially boosts the highs and cuts the lows. And this mode works really well with super low tunings and extended range guitars and stuff like that, obviously. Now let's see how this pedal sounds. And we're going to do that with a 6-string guitar, which is my Gibson Les Paul Custom, which I have over here, and an 8-string guitar, which is my Ibanez M80M Meshuggah signature model. I'm going to use my Mesa Boogie dual rectifier amplifier, and I'm going to use this amp for a couple of reasons. One is that a lot of people like to use this pedal with their rectifiers, so I just want to try that for myself. 2 is that Meshuggah have also used this amplifier in the past. And 3 is that rectifiers are notoriously loose and flubby in the low end. So this amp is basically ideal to try this pedal with. I wrote some chuggy riffs on my Gibson Les Paul Custom in drop C sharp. And let's take a listen to how this amplifier sounds without a boost pedal up front first. I'm on the second channel this time, so the orange channel on the modern mode. Mids and bass are at around noon-ish. And presence and treble has been cranked up all the way basically. Quick note on the setup, the amp is going into my Red 7 amplification amp central reactive load and then into a York audio impulse response from the MES 412 OS package, Mix 01 to be precise. Okay, so let's take a listen to some riffs, here we go. Okay, so not super bad per se, but really loose and flubby in the low end, that's for sure. So not tight at all and not really articulate and aggressive sounding. It can be a cool sound for rock. In fact, I do love this amplifier pure and without a boost for some rock riffs sometimes. But in this case, with these heavy metal riffs, I really wanted to sound more tight, aggressive and focused. So let's see what happens when we put the Pepers Dirty Tree up front on the TC setting. I did change the amp settings a little bit to accommodate the boost. I lowered the gain and also the treble control, as this pedal will be adding more gain and also some more clarity with the highs control. And I'll be cutting some lows as well with the low control. Let's see how that sounds. Here we go. Whoa, that sounded pretty tight, mean, aggressive, and much more focused indeed. Those flubby lows are gone, so the lows are much more tight, and it's really adding some very clear aggression to the top end and mids. So with this standard 6-string guitar, it already sounds really nice and not really subtle. So this pedal did a great job already. What a difference. To hear the difference more clearly, let's also check out an A-B back-to-back comparison. Now let's go lower with the meshuggah 8-string, and I'll use the DT mode this time, which is an obvious mode to try with an 8-string. This time on the rectifier, I'll use the red channel on modern mode as well. First, let's take a quick listen to the amplifier without a boost pedal up front. The same setup as before, so same load box and same IRs. Let's take a listen. Okay, so that definitely sounded very muddy in the lows indeed, as expected of course. Now let's add the pedal, like I said, on the DT mode with the level cranked up all the way. Very similar settings as before with the amplifier, just with less gain because I'm adding a lot of level with the pedal. Wow, again this pedal really transformed the tone from very loose, way too fat and flabby to very tight, focused, and aggressive. Very nice. I really like what this pedal is doing. And again, it's not really subtle. And again, let's check out another A/B back-to-back comparison with the amplifier without the boost up front and the amplifier with the boost up front. Great, so what do I think of this pedal? Well, I think that it's pretty clear and obvious from the clips that this pedal really is doing a lot. It's making the sound much more tight, focused, and aggressive, and adding a lot of clarity, and it's taking away all that mud. And this amplifier definitely has an overabundance of mud. So this pedal really helps with an amplifier like this. And again, it's not really subtle on the DT mode, but it's not meant to be basically. It's meant to make it sound much more tight, focused, and aggressive. Those 8-string guitar riffs really need a lot of tone shaping and tweaking to make that guitar sound just right, especially with an amplifier like this. I want to try this pedal with a 9-string guitar soon on the channel as well, so stay tuned for that. The TC mode definitely adds a lot of flexibility to this pedal with the high and low controls, so that's a great option to have as well. So if you're looking for a very simple but very effective boost pedal to make your gainy amp sound even more gainy, more focused, more tight, and more aggressive, I do highly recommend checking out the Dirty Tree pedal by Pepers Pedals. That's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe down below, as that really helps the channel out. I would hugely appreciate that. And you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this pedal, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon on the channel. See ya!